Hey everyone, it's Gigi. Today I'm going to be talking about what it's like to work remotely as a content creator. About a year ago, I decided that I wanted to do content creation and be an influencer full time. A lot of people always ask me like, oh my gosh, you look like you're thriving, you're doing so well, blah, blah, blah. This video, I'm going to break down exactly what I did to make that happen and how it all works with mental health, working remotely, managing a team, etc. If you don't know, I actually manage a team of a lot of amazing people. They help me with a variety of things like social media, management, production for my podcast, video editing, obviously, my publicist, a project manager, and an outreach manager, and all of that helps keep my business rolling, which is super, super awesome. And a lot of people wonder how I get things done and why I look so productive and how I have so many projects going out all the time. It is because of my lovely team. So thank you, team. I do manage a lot of things and I use a number of different systems to do that. One, I have a Google Drive, which is very simple, very free. It's like a free account. And in that, I have all of these different systems, which is branding for It's Gigi, YouTube, social media, podcast. Oh my gosh, who's texting me? It's my brother. So in the Drive, we have all of these different folders and basically everyone just kind of owns one and works on it. So brand partnerships and outreach folder is one place, and that includes all the outreach I do to speaking, brand partnerships and everything like that. And I will do a breakdown video of how I land brand partnerships if that's something you guys are interested in. For now, I'm teaching somebody to do all of that for me because I just simply can't manage it. And my publicist really helps me manage a lot of the incoming requests about my business. And we kind of filter through them and decide does this one align with me? Does this one not? Because sometimes journalists will just stir the pot a little with your words. You want to make sure that it really aligns. With social media, I just simply don't have time, and my manager is amazing for that, and my podcast editing has been absolutely amazing. Next system I would talk about is figuring out your expenses and everything, and for now I use QuickBooks. I should probably sync it to TurboTax, but I do have an awesome accountant. They help me set up my LLC. For those that don't know, when you do decide to be an influencer full-time or be a content creator, you need to set up an LLC if you're making over $10,000. I think it actually might be $5,000. But in New York, I didn't establish it until I made over $12,000. That was about a year ago. And it's been really interesting to manage a lot of it. I just go by the rule of thumb of saving 30% of it for taxes or 30%. I was gonna say 25%, but it's definitely 30. And I just put it away. And then when tax season comes around every quarter, I just ship it off and then it's done. Boom, easy, sealed. Signed, sealed, delivered. If you watched my last video, you would know I do have another big expense, which is grad school. And if I was in a corporate job, I probably wouldn't have done grad school. If I had gone a different route, I don't think I would have. And I don't know, maybe it wasn't the smartest decision for me to do it financially, but I'm learning a lot and I really do think that it's going to help me in the long run. So for now, fingers crossed that I'm able to completely pay it off. Another expense that I do all the time is I update my branding and my photos thanks to amazing photographers and designers. I like to keep things fresh with It's Gigi. I like to just make sure that everything's always representing me as I evolve. And it's kind of crazy because a year ago I was kind of exuberant all over the place, but now I have my focus and that's really about branding. So I'm talking about being a content creator full time and what does that really mean? One, that means coming up with video ideas, content schedules, and I literally have docs with all of this stuff. It also means writing a bunch of copy and just having it and rewriting it into tweets that people can share, into Instagram captions, into LinkedIn posts that people can engage with, into videos for TikTok, Instagram Shorts, Spotlight, and Facebook videos. And it just is this constant wheel of ideas, and it honestly never stops, and it's very, very exhausting. So something else I wanted to address is the way that being a content creator full-time affects your mental health, because it has been so challenging to balance all of those things, work remotely in the same place without a team that I can be hey Bob, let's go grab a coffee. Sorry guys, I don't know who Bob's my imaginary friend. That part has been really hard, and it's just hard because I even want to talk about my hardships online because I advocate for talking about mental health and making it a normal thing for people to talk about. And on social media, we don't really realize how difficult that can be, and like when you're struggling to ask for help, to talk about it, because sometimes you don't even know what's actually going on, right? Part of me also like coming on videos without any makeup is because this is how I am most of the time. I'm not made up most of the time. The only times I am made up is when I'm doing a speaking engagement or shooting. With that, not everything is always as it seems, and that is very important to take note of and always remember. Another thing that I like to do is bring all of my gear with me, and I can also do another video with all of my gear, like detailing it a lot, but I usually have my Nikon Z5, my Joby Gorilla Pod, my Rode mic, 3 different kinds of dongles to plug into my phone, computer, and camera, Beats headphones, lower pro cases, computer, hard drive, and SD card. So I'm sure you can tell that's like a lot of stuff to like bring in a gear pack. That takes up probably like my whole backpack or my whole suitcase. So that's something to take note of. I also try to travel light when it comes to bringing outfits. So I've been wearing a workout set with this sweatshirt over with 1 pair of sneakers, and then I have another jacket because obviously going back to New York in the winter from Florida where it's warm in the winter is gonna be cold. And yeah, I'm here in Florida. I'm staying at my family's house, so thanks family for that. But sometimes I stay with friends in different cities, or I find like a good Airbnb to stay in. And I love working in cafes. I would say my productivity like goes through the roof if I'm able to work in a cafe, and that's why my partnership with Joe and the Juice is like absolutely so amazing, because I am able to go there, get free Wi-Fi, and just drink coffee or juice or pastries all the time. Well, eat pastries, obviously. One other thing I will say that is very difficult to do for me is manage all of my campaigns, especially when I have all these emails coming in, different deadlines to meet, for submissions, for posting, for insights, for payment on invoices, and then the due date of the invoices. It's just like all of this stuff to manage, and I right now am working on finding a talent agent, and I'll definitely be telling my talent agent story to anybody that's interested as well in the future, because it is a lot. But for now, that is kind of how I have been dealing with being a content creator for a year full time. I think I did pretty well. I made close to $45,000 as a creator, and a lot of people might be surprised by that it wasn't more. That's just where I'm at right now, and I feel like pay transparency is something that's super important, because people think that it's this like big glamorous career, and it's really not unless you're in that kind of top 10% of creators that dominate the field. So as a smaller influencer and creator, I would say yes, it's doable, but you really have to put a lot of effort in, and that's something that I really enjoy doing. And I do have my LLC filed as a media company, therefore meaning that it's not just me, it's a whole team of people working together to produce all of these assets for brands. So that is something to keep in mind when you think about creators. And if you're new to this, definitely look into it. Watch out for some more tips and tricks from me about being an influencer full time. Thank you all for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe if you like this. Tell me what kind of videos you want to see. Make sure you follow me everywhere, and I will catch you next time. Bye guys!